The hybrid is best described as easy, relaxed motoring. The main reasons I actually bought a hybrid were miles per gallon, environmentally conscious. Might sound corny, but at my age, you have to start waking up and do these things. And overall, cheap running costs. MPG is a huge factor, it really is. That's the main reasons I bought them.
In these economic times, I suppose you must consider the advantage of having a hybrid car. I found it very, very economical, and I suppose it was one of the deciding factors in going for a hybrid car was the fact that they're very, very easy on the fuel.
I'd never go back to a petrol or diesel car after driving the hybrid. I just find it's so low on the running costs, it's so smooth, it's so quiet. I love it. I wouldn't change.
Certainly starting off in the morning, it's very convenient just to put it into the electric mode, and over a year it works out at maybe 1,000 miles of free travel. Very convenient.
The reason why I bought a hybrid Toyota was, number one, it's economically good for my pocket. Environmentally, it's excellent for the future of the next generation coming. And it looks very nice.
I drove Corollas, and then I drove 2 or 3 Avenses. And when I heard about the hybrid, that it was economical, and that that it wouldn't cost so much in fuel, and I knew that fuel was going to go out through the roof. So economic reasons, really.
Previously, I drove a Nissan Qashqai, which was €630 a year on car tax, and the Prius is only 104, so I'm instantly up €500 a year. I didn't buy a hybrid car to save the planet. I bought a hybrid car to save my wallet.
What convinced me to buy a hybrid was definitely the environmental factors. The cost of fuel is now almost averaging 150 per litre all over the country, and I don't think it's going to get any cheaper. I think by Christmas this year it'll probably go up to €2 a litre. So with 50 miles per gallon return, it is the car to buy. There's no question about it.
Well, I think it's a good example. It's a good example of green thinking, and I think that's very important. For instance, I think that the politicians should all drive hybrids or be driven in hybrids if they're not able to drive themselves.
The only reason I think somebody should drive a hybrid today is, as the French phrase says, faute de mieux, for the want of better. It was always advertised as new technology. I disagree with that. It's not new technology, it's old technology and good technology put together in a novel way with a gearbox which is almost identical to the Sturmey Archer I had in my bicycle in 1957. It's that simple, and that is nothing but complimentary. A good engineer will keep things as simple as possible.
Well, I would say it's the car of the future. I think it's an incredible thing. Instead of using up petrol, you're generating electricity right back to the battery. It's the car that's going to save the future environmentally. It's going to save you money in your back pocket. If you want power, the power mode is there. If you want eco, the eco mode is there. If you want the battery, it's there. So, as the man says, what more do you really want in a car?
It takes a bit of getting used to just initially, particularly the stop-start, because obviously it cuts out when you're stopped, and you kind of think, oh, it stopped. And then once you get used to that, you don't even think about it. You have to stop yourself watching the difference between when the petrol engine is on and the electric motor is on. Because that's very fascinating in the beginning when you get it. So once you stop doing that, you're laughing.
While I'm an elderly, I hope, gentleman, and ladies would enjoy driving the hybrid too, I think it would be very attractive to young people because they are safety conscious and they like the little bit of power. Like myself, maybe they'd like to show off the power sometime, as long as they would do it safely.
My main reasons for purchasing a hybrid vehicle were to save money. The cost of running a hybrid is a lot cheaper than running a conventional car.
Everyone aspires to buy a hybrid simply because it's good for the pocket. Second of all, it's good for the environment. and you know, they're a very comfortable car to drive.
To summarise and to say exactly why someone should buy a hybrid is it is a combination of the best of both worlds. You have petrol engine, which is smooth and very refined. The electric mode is super for around the city. It really is the way forward as far as I'm concerned.
If I was a salesperson, I would push the fact that you're going to save a hell of an amount of money, and I would actually have information to show a customer that if you had this type of car, it's going to cost you this much, and if you have a hybrid car, it's only going to cost you this much.